A lot your sales are through the bank, through SBI. What sort of messaging are you getting through the feedback? I would imagine that the first call for most people would be health insurance, but in the life insurance segment, are people suddenly more aware? Like, is this moment where insurance suddenly comes on to the attention of an average person who earlier was being sort of chased by this product, but now is coming seeking some sort of uh, comfort by trying to buy a product like this?
Yeah, so hi Monica, thanks for having me on the show. We are definitely seeing an increased demand for uh, insurance across the board, not just protection, but protection definitely is the flavor of the season. Now, what has happened is that many people have realized that it is not enough to have savings. It is not enough. One event can actually wipe out all the savings that you may have, and that it's always good to have protection through insurance. So we also had a survey finding that almost 50% of the respondents said that they don't have any kind of financial planning for this kind of an event, uh, for their life or for their medical requirements. So I think that has come out very sharply with this, and we can see a lot of demand. For example, one of our online products through SBI, SBI's Yono platform, we've covered more than 4 lakh lives till September end. So that was something, it's more than double what we did the entire whole of last year. So that's the kind of shift that we are seeing.
Mahesh, do you think it's sustainable, or do you think post COVID we are probably just going to go back into doing what we were doing? So, do you think this learning will go away, or do you think there is a shift in the perception?
See, there is going to be definitely a tapering off after once the vaccine is found, or once there is a reduction in the number of cases, then the interest will definitely taper a little bit. But then what will definitely stay is that people will be more aware about the products that are available. Uh, they will also be aware of the dangers of not having a cover, and so some people may postpone the decision after this thing is through, and they think that things are back to normal. But I'm sure that from what was pre-COVID levels, it will definitely be higher. And the other thing is the industry is also making people aware, and we are talking to the public and telling them why it is essential. I think the basic message behind every advertisement that you see now of all the companies is that this insuring yourself, protecting yourself is very important, and that message is being driven home. Now what will happen is that some of the people who have a panic reaction may sort of lose that kind of immediacy of that requirement, but it is not going to go away. And moreover, as people become more and more aware of what products are available, then they realize that they can go ahead and do it, because a lot of it is also about not knowing whether they can afford to have a cover. Now it's becoming more and more clear, with all
Right.
the ads coming in, more education.
Okay. Quick comment on AI in decoding traditional life insurance products. What, where does that leave products? What happens when you put AI?
Sorry, I did the same thing. AI can be used for many things. So, AI can be used for improving claims experience. AI can be used for improving customer service. So, what happens is what is basically artificial intelligence. You give a set of conditions, and then the machine follows those things. So, the more extensive it is, the more like human thinking, the more logic you can add to it, the more it'll mimic a human being and give out decisions which a man would have normally done, and this can be faster and done in multiple times. So a person will have to look at each case, but the computer can do it like in a few seconds or something like that. So AI is definitely going to be there, and it's going to be more and more part of our lives. Like, for example, we are at SBI Life, we are already using artificial intelligence to do a lot of things. So we have auto underwriting, for example, and 25% of the cases are auto underwritten. So it's not something of a rocket science kind of thing today. It's like become very normal. And going ahead, it will help a lot of things, like, for example, chatbots. If you ask me, you call a company for any information uh, about your policy or anything, there has to be somebody who looks up the policy and then tells you. Now there are chatbots, so chatbots can actually answer any kind of question which is already programmed, and now the computers can learn from the questions that come in.
Right.
Okay, so there
Right.
will be disclosure. It will be easier for people to find out about their policies. It will be easier for them to get information, not wait for the operator to pick up the call or something. It can be done on the screen. So I think it's the way to go ahead.